guys, welcome back to A Day in the Life, where we talk all things reverse engineering your vision and revolutionizing your life. Welcome back to this space. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe if this is the type of content you like. And I want to kind of break down what it is that we talk about around here. We talk about reflecting, manifesting, affirming, declaring, becoming who it is you need to become to walk and step into those visions and those dreams that you have for your life. And so, if that's what you need, you have found your community. And I'm not coming to you as an expert, I'm coming to you as a woman who has had multiple lived experiences. I've learned from my losses, I've made several accomplishments, and I just want you to be able to embrace and do the same. So, a little bit of tidbit, I am actually on maternity leave sabbatical. By the time you see this video, this baby bump will be gone and we'll have a brand new bundle of joy that I will soon share with you guys. But I didn't want to leave you guys without amazing content. So I dug up some stuff from the archives that I have never ever shown anyone. And this is some never before seen footage of some words of encouragement and workshops that I did in the past that I never shared on any social media platform. So I hope that you enjoy and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I got some goodies too in my description. So go ahead and click that link in the description so that you can get more resources. All right, guys.
We talked about confidence. We talked about partnership. We talked about getting clear on what you want and what you don't want. We talked about all of those things. Now let's talk about what happens as a result when those things are in place. When you have confidence and you're clear on what you want and you're partnering with God, He can actually give you vision. So this is the piece where everybody sees the end result of what's going on social media. You see them on the beach. You see the husband. You see the ring. You see the baby. You see all those things. You see the vision that was manifested. But guess what? There was a strategy and a blueprint in the background that person used to get to that space, or that God used to get them to that space. And I always find it so interesting how we try to adopt other people's standards of success or other people's blueprints, and we try to apply them to our lives. And then we ask God, like, oh, why didn't that work out for me the way? Well, because you're trying to put on somebody else's shoe and it don't fit you. It's that simple. Why don't you go find out the perfect shoe fit for you by partnering with God? And when you partner with God enough, you can build a level of obedience and trust where He does download a vision to you. I used to joke with my friends. I'm laughing at myself because I sounded crazy, but thank the Lord that He has so much grace over my life, because honestly, y'all, I used to tell God, if you don't put it in a song or on a sign, it's not going to get done. I used to say that. But you know what? God worked with me and He downloaded vision to me through signs and songs. And now it comes very differently. He downloads things to me in the middle of the night. I keep a journal right by my bed. Anytime I get a vision, I write it down so that I can go back to it. I always capture those visions. But God trusts me enough, and because I'm so obedient to what it is He calls me to do, then He can trust me enough to give me the vision. He can trust me enough to say, hey, I'm going to give you a piece of the vision. Because He's never going to give you the full picture. Period. Another little story. I got stories for days, y'all. Another story that I have to share. When my husband and I met, I was a junior in college. Matter of fact, we were in Atlanta. I was throwing a party. Your girl, for those of you all who know me, and if you don't know me, I love partying. I love socializing. We were at the party, and he and his friends pulled up. I didn't know that was my husband. Then 2 years later, God gave me that vision and was like, hey, that's your husband. And I was like, God, what? And God told me to be obedient, and God told me to trust him, even though years after that, I was completely single, even though he told me that was my husband. But I had to trust that vision too, because it came from him. Because most of the time when you get vision, it sounds ridiculous. And it sounds like, okay, what? Where did that come from? That sounds insane. Why would I do that right now? That makes no sense right now. That's normally vision. And a biggest piece where we miss vision and we miss how to respond to vision is our obedience. What I do is when God tells me something, I try my best to either put it in my notes on my phone or I write it down. And then I review it later on that week, because I want to shorten the time that I have to question myself and my own abilities after God has given me an assignment. We sit up and we are like, ooh, well, I ain't got it. I don't got the finances right now. Or, oh, my education is not there. Or, damn, you know what? I just had to help so-and-so. Or, shit, I can't, excuse my French, y'all. Or, oh, you know what? I can't right now. But if God told you to do it, guess what? He's not saying to do it based on your own ability or what you understand as far as the vision. He's saying to do it and partner with me in doing it. Do it and trust that I'm going to give you the vision each day to do it. Do it and trust in my Godfidence, trust in who I am and who I'm going to continue to be to you in that season. The secret sauce to strategizing your life has nothing to actually do with you. It has everything to do with how you're going to partner with God and the tools that you're going to use to do it. Again, I love how everybody is sharing so much information on 5 ways to do this, 10 ways to do this, how to do this. That is great and that is awesome. Those are amazing pieces to a larger puzzle. And that larger puzzle is their blueprint. You can't apply somebody else's blueprint to your life and expect the same results. I love watching the Maddie James and her Instagram lives and her consistency challenges. I love those things. But you know the thing that they're not going to share with you? They're not going to share with you the habits that they had to develop or the mindsets they had to create to maintain the success that they are right now. Because that takes work. And that's honestly work that you can't capture in a picture. That's work that you have to commit to for yourself without even knowing what the end goal is. So I feel like I have said a lot and I'm getting up here and I'm getting on my soapbox, about to start preaching and all that good stuff. But I just want everybody that I come into contact with to know the level of access that you have, the level of authority that is, an opportunity for you, and that your territory is expanding. It's coming. It's coming, but you cannot remain the same person that you were 2-3 years ago. Honestly, a week ago, the person no joke, guys, the person I was last week is not the person I am even today. The person I was last week was actually working for somebody else. That version of me was actually doing the thing that I wrote out very clearly and said I don't want to do. I got clear about what I wanted and what I didn't want. And then I was confused as to why I was frustrated doing the thing that I said I didn't want to do. All because I was scared, honestly, but I had to stop myself. And I said, you know what? Godfidence. Who is God to me in this season? He is my provider. He is my resource. He is my God. Then I said, okay, God, let me partner with you on this. You gave me a vision, and I went back to the last vision that he gave me. You gave me a vision, God. I'm going to partner with you on this vision, and I'm going to pray, and I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to visualize. I'm going to change up some of my habits. So I shared probably 2 weeks ago my habit tracker. That habit tracker to me is golden. That is actually a tool for you to actually create your own strategy, your own secret sauce. Because guess what? You do have some steps to a secret sauce for yourself as well. You do have so much to offer to the world as well. And so I had to create those different habits for myself to fit the blueprint that was uniquely designed to me. I have, come up with this term called lifestyle engineer. And it's where you put yourself in a position to reverse engineer everything that you want for yourself. But you can't even get there if you don't know what you want. You have to define what it is you want for your life. After you can define what you want for your life and what you don't want for your life, you then look to God. You look to God for that Godfidence. You partner with Him. And with the continuous partnership, you build that trust, you build that faith muscle, and you also build the ability to respond quickly to what God is like telling you to do. You want to shorten the time between the vision God gave you and your action step. So if God tells you today, go make a cake, your first thought should be, okay, what do I need to make it? That same question that you have, ask the question of God. Well, what do I need to do that, God? Write it down. Be clear. Write it down. Okay, God, well, I don't know how I'm going to get it to do it. All right, God, show me how you're going to do this. Or better yet, God, I trust who you are, my provider, to get me what I need to do it, to do what you asked me to do. Shorten that time between the vision you got and the action step that you take. And that's the measure of obedience, that you can actually measure that obedience. Time is a horrible measure for it, but if you wanted to, like, okay, progress over time, measure that obedience. And when God can trust your obedience, He will start giving you vision that actually matches the blueprint to the
I hope you guys enjoyed those never before seen pieces of workshops and visions that I wanted to share with you all. It has really been on my heart as I dug up old content. I said I don't want to leave my regular tribe alone. I need them to know that I have something for them. So I hope that was a blessing to you. Until next time, I see you guys back on A Day in the Life.